start with your reading, Sagittarius. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. We're going to look into your recent past, current energies, and immediate future. For cross watchers, keep in mind that energies go both ways, so please take the messages as they best resonate with you. Alright, I'm gonna do your recent past, current energies, and immediate future. Energy at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. When we see this card, we know that you are fighting for something. You're trying to understand the situation better so that you can understand also your next steps. What I'm seeing here is that you're standing up for something, for someone. Maybe you're standing up for yourself. But overall, I do see a little bit of confusion from your end. Not sure what you're standing up for. Am I standing up for myself? Am I standing up for the relationship? What am I trying to achieve here at the end of the day? And so there is definitely a challenge here, which is bringing you and the situation to grow. And let's see where it's going to go. Let's see how this message connects with the rest of the reading. Let's start with your recent past. So up here we have the Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess. What I'm seeing is that you have entered a situation where you thought you were on the same page with someone, working towards the same goal, wanting the same things, and overall having the same vision. With the Three of Pentacles, you have that collaboration. You have some sort of contract as well, whether it is an actual contract or just a verbal one. We see how you felt as though you were building something with someone. And although this is usually what is going on, if we see what's right next to it with the High Priestess, we see how perhaps there are some secrets around this. With the High Priestess, the first message that I'm getting is secrets around the situation that you thought it was clear. And it seemed two people working towards the same goal. But you read in between the lines. You have really good intuition and you can see this person's behavior changing at times. Or overall trying to hide some messages. Trying to hide certain things that maybe they don't want you to know right now, at least for the time being. And so this High Priestess is clearly something stuck in your head, which keeps telling you maybe there is something else. Maybe this person wants to tell you something they're not able to. What is happening here? With the High Priestess, at times you are surrounded by a lot of noise. And what you have to do is detach from all of it, taking a break and focus on your inner voice. Because deep down, you know what to do if you completely let go of the noise around you. And so with the Seven of Wands, we see that as well. Just listen to your gut instinct because there is something coming up about this person, about this situation, which could change the dynamic and the outcome of this very situation. And so messages are floating around you right now and you feel them. You know that something is there, but you cannot clearly see what it is yet. It's really important for you to really focus on yourself and focus on your pure side. And when I say pure, I mean let go of the fears, let go of the frustrations perhaps, because those will tell you that something bad is coming up, but it doesn't have to be. It's just unknown, and the unknown often it's scary to us just because we don't know what it is, but it doesn't have to be. So this is the situation in the recent past. Let's start looking into the current energies and see if there is some sort of evolution here. So here we have the Six of Cups past, Nine of Swords, ashamed of something, and the Nine of Pentacles, the result of that fear, that those worries that this person might be having right now. There is something about the past that still gives them hard time today. The Six of Cups could be, and from what I'm seeing here, my attention really goes to this kid on the top right corner. What I see is that perhaps this person is still carrying some sort of issues from when they were a child. There is something right here which is impacting their actions today, their vision today, and overall their achievements. Seeing the Six of Cups right next to the Nine of Swords, I do believe that this was not a pleasant time for this person. And I see that in order to not fall back into the past, into maybe the dynamic that their parents were having, now this person is really much focused, or has been up to this point, into their independence. So what I'm seeing here is that perhaps they are afraid for people to rely on them because they don't want to end up like their dad or their mom, who maybe was not able to be there for their partner, who maybe just disappeared at some point and left the family. There is something here that has happened which is making them believe that relationships are not real, that you cannot really ever rely on someone because eventually that person will be gone. And so you see how this Nine of Swords transforms into the Nine of Pentacles. And that's what we usually do, right? If we want to fight against our fears, we acknowledge them and we transform them in something good. And right now, what I see here is that they are ashamed of admitting something to you. And keep in mind that this is in the heart of the reading. So it's the very main energy that is creating the blocker, and that also shows you how to fix it, how to get rid of it so that you can move forward. But with this Nine of Pentacles, you know that this person wants to love. They really want to connect and maybe believe in love again. But right now, they feel that as soon as they get too close to someone, or someone gets too close to them, eventually it's going to go south. It's not going to work out because I've seen it happening. I know how these things work. And so you might be seeing them changing at times, or just overall appearing detached, as though they don't care. But that's just the game that they're playing. That's the strategy. That's the pattern that they implement right now so that they are safe. And so this is clearly something that goes way back. And if you really were to talk to this person, especially about their past, you would learn all of these things. And it's something that it's hard to change, but definitely possible. So let's see what we have instead in the immediate future down here. Okay. So two very different energies, Queen of Swords and Ace of Cups. But it makes sense actually. Right close to this Nine of Swords, we have the Queen. And the need with the Queen of Swords is to talk, is to really go straight to the point, to not appear hurt or angry, but just saying, hey, I know that something is wrong. And maybe it doesn't have anything to do with me, but I still want you to make me part of it. Let's talk. Let's see if it's something that we can fix together or address at least together. This person, I believe from what I'm seeing here, needs to not feel alone. And so if you want to get close to them, if you want them to really trust you and maybe start changing this mindset that they have to see you back to this Three of Pentacles, even when they are not. And trust me, I know it's not easy because you don't want to just be there and babysit someone. But at the same time, it's up to you. How much do you care about this person? Is this something that you would do in order to stand up for the relationship? Are you standing up for the relationship, or are you standing up for yourself? In which case, you wouldn't go through this Queen of Swords energy. You would see it maybe as a waste of time. But this Queen of Swords is looking at what comes next, which is this beautiful Ace of Cups. Someone who now is truly opening up their heart to you. This is expressing how they really feel, not how they showed you to feel up to this point. There is a whole world behind that. And right now, they're ready to show it to you in time, whenever they see this Queen of Swords energy. It's clear that love is there. And it's clear that they have also something else to tell you here. I definitely see it as a message, something that they're going to tell you which can really take you to the next step. When you see the aces, you see the whole environment completely changing. When you see a new beginning, all that has been up to that point goes away. And so there is a potential for something beautiful to come up if the situation is handled the right way. And so let's look more into that Ace of Cups and see what can happen, how the situation could evolve after we go through that Queen of Swords energy right here. Let's see how this person really feels and what their true intentions are, not the ones that they put up on the surface. Let's see how the situation is bound to evolve from this moment forward. I'll be continuing the reading in the extended video, link below in the description box. Follow me there if you want to dive deeper into the messages. Also, don't forget that every week, I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. Stay tuned for the extended preview and some more content made just for you. Welcome back to your extended reading, Sagittarius. We see here love. We definitely see a very important connection that can change your life and their life as well, their life especially. But it clearly requires some work because of some trauma from the past, something that they're ashamed even to admit, but that it's there, it's imprinted in their DNA, and it became who they are. It became how they behave and how they act into their everyday life. And so it's clear that they have love, that they want to connect on a much deeper way than they have up to this point. But they need to see someone who doesn't behave like maybe their parents did, or a partner from the past that they had invested everything into and eventually just left for no reason. And so they need to see the opposite. They need to see that there is another outcome possible in order for them to truly invest themselves into this, to fully open up their heart. But with the Queen of Swords, you are the person who has the potential to create this new outcome for them as well. And so let's see what with the Ace of Cups, how the situation would evolve if you were to really adopt this Queen of Swords energy and invest into this regardless of how difficult this is. Let's look into that, and then we will look into their feelings and their intentions. The Hierophant right there immediately. Commitment. Wow. And healing. That's very important because here you see this person truly changing, truly getting to the next